Okay, you guys, here we are with our editing our sprite part 2. I'm holding down our control key, you guys, again, and using my scroll bars to kind of move things around. As you can see, I do still need to get rid of some of this blue. So I'm just going to be working around that, again, using my eraser tool and getting rid of these. And so you guys, I'm not going to bore you with me sitting here going around this entire thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and I'll be back in a little bit after I get done scrubbing around my moon. But again, this is where it's just going to take a little bit of time to kind of go around and do this. So I'll be back here shortly. Okay, you guys, I have done taking and erasing some of those pixels around the outside of my moon. I've scrolled in and I've scrolled out. Take a look at it. I'm about 150% of that image. There's about 100% of that image right there. And things look pretty good. But now what we need to do is we need to test this out. We need to actually export this image and take a look at it through a picture viewer to see if we missed any pixels. Because sometimes it's hard to see just maybe a faint hue of blue, maybe here or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go to File, Export. All right, I'm going to use Export As. And now, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and go to my moon sprite, and this is kind of, I'm putting it up into here. This is my PNG, final edited, compressed for app, and I'm going to put it here for temporary. You know what? Actually, you guys, for temporary purposes, I'm just going to put it in my moon sprite. I'm not going to put it in any one of these because I'm going to actually delete it. I'm just going to take a look at it to see if it is okay. Now, you can see that we have now the file extension PNG. We added that one more byte of data for that alpha channel. And so make sure it is a PNG, and you're going to choose export. Now, this is going to be very crucial. You want to turn off this save color values from transparent pixels. We're going to turn that off and choose export. All right. Now, you guys, I'm going to go to my folder, and here is my moon image. All right. And it is a PNG file format. And I'm just going to open this up and take a look. All right. So with the black background, I don't see any any pixels or anything out there. Now, this was my one that I had to edit, and so if you were picky like me, I would probably go in and start cleaning this up around here to try to make it a little bit more round, but that's going to be up to you. I don't want you to spend too much time because this is just our prototypes, but take a look at that. So that actually looked pretty good to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this file from here. I don't have to do any more editing, but if you did have to do some more editing, again, this is where you would come. You would open up your GIMP file here and work on your GIMP file. So I'm going to, you guys, actually delete this one as well. Now I have it open, so I'm going to close it because I'm just going to work on now my moon. And I know I had a moon 2 there, and I hope you guys realize that you're just having one file in here. The reason I had 2 was to show a little bit more about some further editing. So I'm going back to this here, and now I need to save this 3 different times. You guys ready for this? Or should I say export it 3 different times? So I'm going to export it as, and I'm going to put it in my moon sprite, and I'm going to put this in my final edit compressed for app, and I'm going to choose this folder there, double click it. I have that open now, and I am going to rename this. All right. Oh, you guys, I got ahead of myself. I apologize for that. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go to image, scale image. And I'm going to take this down, you guys. I'm going to start with my highest number first to 150. And I'm going to press my enter key because that kept this proportionate. All right, keep this lock on so that way your width and your height stays proportionate. And I'm going to choose scale. It brought it down a little bit in size. We actually took some pixels away. Now I'm going to do a file, export as, and I'm going to go to my moon sprite. I'm going to go to my final compressed. I'm in here. Now, you guys, I'm going to rename this moon underscore 150, capital P, capital X, standing for 150 pics. And I'm going to export that And now again, you want to make sure your save color values from transparent pixels. By default, this is on. Turn that off. Export it. Okay, we're not done yet. We're going to do an image, scale image, and we're going to take this down to 100. Press your enter key to keep these proportionate. Choose scale. You can see it's a little smaller now, and I'm going to choose file, export as. Export as, please. Changing this 150 to 100. It's going to still be in my final editing compressed for app as a 100 pixel. And export it. Again, make sure that this value is turned off and export. I'm going to do this one more time. Image, scale image, down to 75. Enter, keeping it proportionate. Scale, file, export as. And I'm simply going to change this from 100 to 75. Oop, not 175 to 75. And choose export. And making sure this is turned off and export. So you guys, let's take a look at these now. We've actually exported them. They are now, if I open up this format here, they are in a PNG file format. These are the sizes. You can see my 75 pics is only a 12 kilobyte and my 150 is 38, and obviously the 100 in the middle. What I want to do is turn on my dimensions. So I right click up in that area and I can see my dimensions. Yes, those are according to where I'm at here. Let me open this up. There's my moon at 75 pics. Again, think of this moon inside of your app on a phone or a tablet. You don't need it probably much bigger than that if it's going to be, used as a character or a sprite, possibly. If you want it bigger, there it is at 100. Again, I'm going to be looking at this. I'm going to make sure you have this saved correctly. And here it is at 150. All right, you guys. So you will actually be submitting all 3 of these PNG files into our Dropbox. And so you'll see that inside of Schoology. We'll want that there. So that, you guys, is, pretty much our first go around of editing our images in GIMP, getting those alpha channels, erasing any content using our eraser tool if we need to. We also used our select by color tool. So pretty cool. A lot of cool things you can do in GIMP. If you have any questions, ask a mentor. Somebody to the left of you, somebody to the right of you. But we do need these here. So we'll be working on a more detailed sprite next. We're not going to be working on something as simple as something as a circle. We're going to get a little bit more complex. So stay tuned for those tutorials coming up.